The value of studying the humanities. To begin this course, it's important to spend a few minutes articulating the importance of studying humanities. The study of the humanities does not provide direct training or skill building for a specific job or career path. Rather, it provides the chance to develop critical thinking skills, expand civic and historical knowledge, and use ethical reasoning. The purpose of studying humanities is for personal growth and participation in a free democracy, regardless of your future career choice. Since I'm a historian, this course is framed in the academic discipline of history. History teaches us how those who came before us confronted past challenges. As human beings, we gain insight into our current circumstances by studying historical events and thoughts. However, humanities encompasses much more. The study of literature, philosophy, religion, art, and music will be incorporated into this class as these academic disciplines provide insight into the human experience. While history tells us the story of people, literature instructs us about human needs, desires, and motivations. Philosophy helps us to clarify and illuminate what, in the end, is truly of value. And religion enlightens how humans express the deepest questions about life and death, and love and hate that characterize the human condition. Music and art not only connect human beings in intangible ways, but also serves as a creative release needed to express what we experience in this world. Taken together, the humanities give us all a fuller sense of what is possible, desirable, and right. The study of the humanities has a rich tradition in Western civilization. In the United States, the importance and value of studying the academic disciplines in the humanities was institutionalized by federal legislation sponsored by Rhode Island Senator Claiborne Pell in 1965. Many of you may be familiar with Senator Pell, especially if you're one of the students who applied for federal financial aid, because his surname bears the title of the grant some students receive. Pell, though, also left a mark when he helped establish an endowment for the humanities with a mandate to foster national progress in the discipline. In some of the loftiest language ever to appear in federal legislation, the act declared that, quote, "A high civilization must not limit its efforts to science and technology alone, but must give full value and support to the other great branches of man's scholarly and cultural activity in order to achieve a better understanding of the past, a better analysis of the present, and a better view of the future." I think Pell articulates well why the study of the humanities is an important component of an educated society, even though his choice of pronouns leaves out the female gender. So it is with this spirit that I welcome you to our learning community and wish you well as you study the disciplines of history, literature, music, art, philosophy, and religion this quarter. The first task begins now by connecting personal, learned, and collective values to the humanities. When using the term values, I am referring to the broad general beliefs or attitudes about something prized or desired. Some of these beliefs guide and motivate human conduct and action. Values also reflect personal beliefs, learned beliefs, and collective beliefs. In order to begin the first discussion assignment, I want you to reflect on some questions. First of all, what influenced your personal value system? For example, as an individual, I value relationships. The ones I have with my husband and children are especially important to me. I believe one of the roots of this personal value comes from my orphaned grandfather. As the patriarch of a family of 13, he chose those relationships after experiencing the isolation of growing up alone. Family became important. He and my grandmother passed down this value to my father, who I believe passed it along to me. So to get started, think about your personal values. What are the foundations of the ones you treasure? Also, next, think about learned values. Did you learn some of the values you hold? If yet, what institutions, organizations, or people taught you something that influenced your value system? My parents did not come from educated families. My father served as an infantry soldier in World War II and received the GI Bill upon discharge. My mother came from a society that did not value educating women. In the 1970s, when the community college movement was in full swing, my mother had the opportunity to return to school and earn a degree. She and I graduated from college and high school in the same year. My parents' desire to become college graduates influenced my value system. I believe this learned value is why I hold education at the core. What values did you learn? Did they come from your family, a teacher, a preacher, or someone else who was very influential in your life? Or did you learn values through the media or other written sources? The next thing to consider are collective values. What forces or events in society's collective value system influenced you? Do values exist that are held by a collective group? For example, do all Americans hold a collective value? Do all Christians hold collective values? Or do all Republicans hold collective values? Think about these things. I definitely hold the value of free speech. This value directly comes from the enlightened thinkers we will study in class. It also stems from Greek philosophers like Socrates and the great playwright William Shakespeare, who wrote, "To thine own self be true." What better inspiration exists to inspire one to express themselves? Many of our collective values have deep roots in the events, people, and expressions of the past. This course will give you an opportunity to explore many of those roots and foundations of our collective value system. Once you've mulled over these questions I posed about personal, learned, and collective values, click on the values exercise in the table of contents in this module. Then proceed to the discussion section and follow the directions for the first task. Again, welcome to our learning community.